Hello, algebra students. Okay, so today we're learning about the quadratic formula. Okay, so this is another way to find solutions to a quadratic equation, like this one. So, one of the things we have to remember is the formula. On the regents, this will be in the reference table, so you don't have to memorize it, but we have to look at it today. So, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That's the formula. Now, it looks crazy right now, but we have to think about something. We want to look at this function first of all. I see this one here. I say, well, that doesn't really look like this. Why? Because this 21 here is on the other side of the equal sign. I want to move it over here. So for our equation, what we're going to do is this. We're going to take our equation, and we're going to move it over here. The only way we know how to do that is with algebra. I'll subtract 21 from both sides. So then I have my new equation. X squared minus 4x minus 21. Now, the good news is that we know this form, and we know our a's, our b's, and our c's. Our a, if you look at this closely, is over here, and it's just 1. Our b, go over another color for b. Our b is over here, and it's negative 4. And our c is purple, or brown it looks like. C is over here, it's negative 21. A, B is in C's. So now we start plugging them in. Okay, let's see how we do this. So, we start off with this. X equals negative, well, negative my B. My B is negative 4 in green. Plus or minus the square root of b squared, negative 4 squared, minus 4. I have to write these last two kind of small, so be careful, times a, which is 1, times c. I'm barely going to be able to fit this in here. Negative 21. Okay? So, inside here it looks like this. What it really looks like I have written here is negative b squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 21. To make that a little bit easier to read. Okay, so now this is the problem. This thing takes a while to work on. Okay, so this is not something we do. Oh wait, I'm still not done. I forgot about the 2a on the bottom. So underneath all of this, I have 2 times a. In this case, a is 1. So this is getting to be really ugly. Okay, let's handle the easy stuff first. I look over here. Negative times a negative, positive. So this just becomes plus 4. Plus or minus. The other easy part I see is here. 2 times 1, which is just 2. Now I have to deal with this thing. This thing has a word. It's called a discriminant. But let's do it here. Negative 2 squared. Negative 4 squared, excuse me. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Minus 4. 4 times 1 is just 4. 4 times negative 21, 42, 84 is minus 84. Okay, slow and steady. Next step. Well, I got this thing here. And I'm going to say, well, what is this number? Well, negative times a negative plus a negative, excuse me. Keep change tells us I change this to positive. 16 plus 84, it's a nice number. It's 100. Now, it won't always be this easy. But if it works, it works. Now, if we remember our square roots, square root of 100 is just 10 over 2. We have 4. I'm going to write it a second time. 4, 10 over 2. Now, one is going to be positive, and one is going to be negative. In this direction, we'll do the negative one. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So that's one solution. Over here, I'm going to go this way. 4 plus 10 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Here's our other answer. Two answers. So the two solutions are 7 and negative 3. This one had this be a pretty simple number. Sometimes this will be a decimal. It won't be always a perfect square in here. So you might get decimals. You might have 7.27 and negative 3.53. So be prepared. The reason this works, it's better than factoring. Factoring sometimes cannot be done. And when you cannot factor, you use the quadratic formula.